Yes, everyone. Happy Monday to everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Mud Brothers. This is episode 4. Um, Want to thank everybody who's in the stream right now. Yo, everybody run up the like, subscribe if you haven't already. You already know this episode is going to be a great one. But yeah, big up to everyone. I got M. De Niro in the cut. I got Scooby in the cut. Curry P, Eli. Big up to everyone who's already in the chat, like I said. And welcome to all y'all too, man. How are my fellow Mud Brothers doing today? My fellow Mud
Good,
Brothers.
man. F1 season starting next week, you know what I'm saying? Big up to Ferrari, you know what I'm saying? Forza Ferrari, you know what I'm saying?
F1 season, he says.
We'll
F1
say
season.
F1 season, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Charles Leclerc, let's go.
Fairs. Let's just go one by one. Yeah, M. De Niro, how you doing today, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. It's been a good week. Had the week off, you know what I mean? Obviously, seeing some United tears, some Arsenal tears, some Chelsea tears. It's been good. It's been good, man.
Spooby, my United fan, and my brother, how you doing today, man? It's been a rough weekend for us.
It got to like 6:45. I was like, oh fuck, like Eli and De Niro are going to be fucking cooking us. This is not going to be fun. But yeah, big up everyone, big up for real. Eli, my friend, my bro, man, just laughing, fam. Man is just laughing, friend. All right, well, we got that from Eli. Curry P, go on.
The week started off long. No, I was just gonna say the week started off long and then it ended fantastic. Oh, I feel good. Feel good.
Must be nice, man. Must be nice.
Let the villain
Curry P
forever remain.
Curry Pachin.
Yeah. Now Pachin.
How you doing, fam? Hey,
yeah.
This is not an F1 channel, bro. This is not an F1 channel, brother. This is not an F1 channel, bro. Take that background off of your shit, fam. It's not no F1, yeah. It's not no F1 channel, but how you doing, my friend? How you doing? Besides football.
There you go. I got you. This is what you want.
Oh, look at this guy already trying to divert topics. Okay.
You know what you're saying.
Okay. Hey, 7-0, but we at least won a Carabao Cup. Talk about that. Where's your Carabao Cup? Huh? Where is
we
it?
beat you in 2017. I don't care. Anyways.
Okay.
What a shit. I mean, it was turning out well when I saw United lose, and then it didn't. So, yeah.
Fairs. You already know. Look, the banners have turned blue, so you already know where we're starting. We're starting off with what is it called? The £1 billion bottle jobs. That's where we're starting off. The £1 billion bottle job. So for all y'all who obviously know this, I don't even gotta say you don't know this. I think the whole world knows this at this point. Chelsea lose 1-0 to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. We'll get everybody's thoughts on the game before we eventually get to Curry P. But M. De Niro, you go on, my bro. I'll let you start because I know he's been waiting for this. M. De Niro been hitting me up, telling me, "Yo, I need Curry P socials. I need these Chelsea fan socials." I've been waiting for this day. You know, I told y'all last week, man. Mud Brothers episode 4 gonna be a good one. So let's just get right into it. You know. M. De Niro, floor is yours, my bro.
Big up for the platform, my brothers. This is a beautiful show, a perfect show to be on today. But listen, Curry P, my brother, man. Are you telling me, my bro, everything good this week, Curry?
It was okay.
It was right.
It was okay.
Anyways, back to me. Anyways, listen. So yesterday we see the Chelsea game. As you know, I'm a CFC bully. That's a Chelsea Football Club bully. You can call me shameless. You can call me whatever you like, but I deal with the current and I deal with the now. And the now is at the end of the season, you're not gonna win nothing. My club's not gonna win nothing. United are not gonna win nothing. And I promise you, Arsenal are on the way to winning nothing too. But let's get into the game as for yesterday. Should we start off with Conor Gallagher? What a player, man. This is the reality of the situation. Now, everybody gets onto Conor Gallagher and says, "Oh, Conor Gallagher this, Conor Gallagher that. He's such a useless player. He can't do this, he can't do that." But if I look back at it, I think he had some of the best opportunities in the game. Am I lying? Listen, Curry P, correct me if I'm wrong. If I say anything wrong, you can correct me. Feel free, brother. But the way
I'll let you know. I'll let you say your thing, and then I'll go on.
obviously Conor Gallagher, everybody's getting on to. I think he had a couple opportunities in the game. People can say that he did wrong or he did right, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, there's 2 chances on another day that goes in. It's a different story we talk about here. But what I can't seem to understand is why Poch decided that he was going to take off Nicholas Jackson. I think personally, Jackson was causing problems yesterday. That's my personal opinion. I feel like Sterling as well. He had it wasn't the best game, but I still think those two, I feel like they were causing problems. I think if you keep them on, maybe you do win that game in extra time, or you do, because I feel like Sterling maybe not, but I personally think Jackson, mainly Jackson, even though he doesn't score, I do think that he was causing problems that could have changed the game. But it's one of those ones where I feel like at the same time you were catching life, because in the game when what's it called? Sorry, Caicedo's put the foul on Gravenberch. If you actually look at the game and you watch the game, Caicedo on another day he gets sent off once again. But obviously, we know you Chelsea guys, you're still dealing with that type of Abramovich paying referees and these things. We know how it goes down. But
I wouldn't say that when Cucurella gets his hair pulled by you, I wouldn't say that's us being paid by Abramovich.
Listen, see, you keep going back to the past. This is what I don't understand about certain facts.
You just brought up Abramovich, so I'm not the one bringing up the past. But anyways, continue.
Listen, Curry, Abramovich might have left, but it doesn't mean that the payments still can't arise. Do you understand what I'm saying? The payments can still arise.
Fair enough. I'll let you continue. Thanks.
But this is what it is, bro. So this is what it is. At the end of the day, like, you got to look at this game and just realize that throwing money at everything ain't good enough, bro. We look at this now. We look at the Liverpool squad. They brought on, what was it, 4 to 5 youngsters that they brought on the pitch. You had Enzo Fernandez still on that pitch at that point of time. You had Caicedo still on that pitch at that point of time. I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct. And this is where we go now, Curry, man. Like, you got to look at the reality of what you're in right now, bro. You got to look, forget the past. Forget the past. We're living in the present. Look at the reality. Your team is sitting, 10th or 11th in the table? Which
11th right now, because Wolves won. 11th because Wolves won their game. We have a game in hand right now. But yeah.
Okay, now that's cool. But I don't care about the game in hand. That's irrelevant to me because you're 11th. So I don't want to hear all of that. But now, as I was saying, your team is sitting currently 11th in the table. You got to accept cookies to see your team in the table. You got to press C more to see your team in the table. Yesterday, your team got cooked by a bunch of young G's that get sent to the shop by Van Dijk, by the Mo Salahs, by the Thiagos, whoever it is. So at the end of the day, Curry, I just want you to understand that this is now your reality. I want you to understand that all that smart talk that you do, all the talking you were doing last week was irrelevant. All the ways that you tried to use these little cheeky little ad-libs to come into the chat and give me verbal. It doesn't matter no more, bro.
Hey,
and
yo.
This is going to continue for weeks on end. And I promise you, see, I don't just throw statements. I told you last week you'll do this. I did say 3-1, but at the end of the day, you didn't even score. So that's even better. I couldn't care less. So what I want you to understand, like I said, once again, this is your reality. This is going to be your reality for the rest of the season. And next season, you feel like you're going to come back. It's not going to happen because you can't just get rid of all of those players. Yes, you should be higher than where you are, but you can't just get rid of all of those players. So at the end of the day, let's give it, you know what, I'll be fair. Let's give it we'll give it a 2 years, 3 years. That's what I'll say. A little 2 years, 3 years. But Curry, man, big you up, my bro, man. You know what I'm saying? May the tears continue. Now I got your socials. You're going to block me by the end of maybe this month. But it's all right, man. We're good to go, man. But yeah, that's me for now anyways. For now, just for now. Thank you, guys.
Fairs. Spoovy, your thoughts on this final, man? What were your predictions going into this game, Spoovy? You said Chelsea were going to win. So
I thought Chelsea were going to win. Well, but wait. Did you see Liverpool's team? How did they not win that? I don't understand, against players that I've never even heard of, like Tom Littles. There's like 3 of them on. I don't understand it. I would be embarrassed, bro. If that's true that he told you to play for penalties, he is done as a manager. I would have sacked him in the tunnel, got rid of him. I'm tired also now about Enzo and Caicedo and come on, guys, you just play. I don't understand it. Well, how Endo in that middle and then yeah. Don't get me started, bro. But yeah, I'm here for it. I wanted Chelsea to win because fuck Liverpool.
Every single time.
No, every fucking time, bro. And yeah, they didn't get it done. Bottle jobs. Chelsea fans calling bottle jobs, Arsenal bottle jobs. You need to hold that now. You bottled it. That's it.
Yeah, man. We're going to have some conversations about some players in a little bit too, but we'll go to Eli.
Yeah.
Arsenal, fellow London team. So, hey, your thoughts on the final, man?
Hey, it was a decent final. It got a little choppy towards the end. I still feel like there were some questionable decisions, i.e. the Caicedo not being sent off. He should have got sent off for that challenge against Gravenberch, which injured the player. Should have at least got a yellow. But homie didn't even get a card at all. Like he just escaped all judgment. But man, it is what it is. We move. It was Liverpool got their comeback. They got their get back. They won. Beat the rivals. Beat the ops. So got to drink those Chelsea tears. So it's a good weekend. It's good, man. That's all I got.
That's good. Fair. So yeah, we'll get into the lineup. So obviously we see the lineup right here. We'll talk about Chelsea's lineup, right? Very, very strong team. Was there anyone, Curry P, that you were surprised about, or who stood out for you in this performance? Like any players that stood out for you?
Positively, negatively, like what are we?
Positively and negatively. But we'll start off with the positives for you, because I bet there's a bunch of negative ones.
I would say Petrovic, definitely. I can't really fault the back line, to be honest with you. Like I'm talking about the first three from right to left, like the Gusto, Disasi, Cole. Like the most Disasi did was like that initial slip, but other than that, like defensively, he's done his thing. Gusto had some misstretches throughout the game, but he also was helping skin players and provide that overlapping run, which he needs to. And he was, at least in the first half, making really good tackles against Luis Diaz. Like the first big tackle he made, I honestly thought he was gonna miss. Like he slid in and kind of missed, but then kind of got the guard back, and he did that twice to Luis Diaz. So that's what I was like impressed by. Like, he's continued that form of being pretty good defensively still so far for someone so young. I would say the weird thing is like Caicedo is hit or miss, right? So I do agree he had some rash tackles, but if you check his other stats, he had like 94% passing accuracy, and like he was helping with beating the press, because we only used the right side for beating the press. Like Lewis had the passing maps up, and we barely touched the left with Sterling and Chilwell. Like the person who was getting the most progressive passes was Gusto. So we were like passing basically to Gusto at a point, so then it would be Caicedo and then Palmer coming in deep and linking up and helping beat the press. So I would say him after like 20 minutes onwards, he was decent. And I think Jackson was all right for what he could do, right? Like he barely got any passes. He was going up against Van Dijk and Konate with hoofball. And he was very close to basically, I know he was offside, I admit that, yeah. But he was very close to basically replicating the goal he did for Man City a week ago. Other than that, everyone else I think performed. I think Palmer, if Gallagher got one of those chances, there were three all the passes that Gallagher missed all the shots that Gallagher missed were passes from Palmer. So he could have, if he bared all of them, I'm saying that's a hat trick of assists. So he could have got one assist at least. So he was decent, but I'm saying the best player was probably Petrovic for me. Yeah.
Spurs. Yeah, man. I'll get into a little bit of this performance. I mean, like Eli said himself, this was definitely going into, I'd say around like second half. I think you guys played really, really well. I was really surprised you guys didn't score a goal in the final 20 to 25 minutes. Conor Gallagher probably had the best of chances that game. I mean, I think Cole Palmer's chance was a lot easier as compared to the other ones. Yeah, definitely should have had a hat trick. Cole Palmer's chance, like, he's not on the show today. I don't know where he's at actually. He might be training and stuff like that, or maybe he's just hiding.
Semi-pros.
Yeah, semi-pros.
No. He's semi-pros. Yeah.
Semi-pros. Fairs. I'm just gonna run the narrative that he's hiding today, but yeah, like he was telling me, he's like, I feel for Cole Palmer and his chance and this and that, and I'm like, I don't feel for him, because in the position that you're in and how far you're away from goal, you need to be scoring that. There's no chance you miss something like that. And you want to call this guy Cold Palmer, this and that, all that type of stuff, all these names you want to give him, but you only want to give him these names when it fits the narrative, right? But he should be scoring that, man.
Wait,
Raheem
so which chance are you
Sterling,
talking about? Which chance are you talking about? I'm sorry.
the one where he like absolutely powered it, and I think it was Kelleher who just saved it.
Went straight to the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
straight to him.
Went straight to the goalkeeper. Yeah.
Okay.
You're
talking about the one where Sterling was. Yeah, you're talking about I think I can't fault him too much for it. I'll be honest with you. The way I'm seeing it is because it was given to Sterling. Sterling's doing some weird juggling shit in the fucking box, and then it bounces to Kelleher, bounces off Kelleher, and then Palmer's just there, and he's trying to first time.
Mm-hmm.
I think he should have powered it more. That I definitely agree with, but it's not like a ball he was expecting at all, because it just was some weird juggling shit, bounced off Kelleher.
See, I don't think he should have powered it. I think he should have just that's one of those shots where you just
placed it.
Really?
You just place it.
I think you just blast it
and
see if it deflects off something and just goes in no matter what. Just power the freaking shit out of it.
Hey,
like,
sometimes you don't need to do that. You can just pass it in the back of the net, bro.
I thought he was trying to do the
nobody there.
bullshit. That's why I was pissed off at it. I thought he was trying to do that weird like side pass bullshit into the back of the net.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, besides that too, though, I mean, like, even like I said, towards the second half, Conor Gallagher probably had the best of chances. Like, there was that basically like a 1v1, the shot that hit the post. I think he could have done a little bit better. But hey, that's what happens, man. So it's like, it's a little bit to do with the squad, and it's a little bit to also do with the manager right after, full time, because in that last 20 minutes, it was all Chelsea. And I literally, me and Flawless, shout out to Flawless too, we were on the Sarcasm City Twitch and we were doing the watch along for the final. And I told him, and I said, yo, like, if Chelsea keep this up in extra time, this performance, and they continue to attack, like, they should get that next goal. But it's weird because then the manager comes out after the game and he says he was playing for penalties. So I don't understand why the performance levels just dropped completely. Couple of decisions as well. Van Dijk's decision. What are your guys' thoughts on some of the VAR decisions in that game? Obviously, Eli did say that Caicedo should have been sent off. I agree with him. That was a very reckless challenge. You could just tell by how Gravenberch got injured as well right after that challenge too. Like, he was taken off, and yeah, man, Caicedo should have definitely been sent off on the stretcher too. Yeah. Obviously, the goal decision too. Van Dijk's first goal. I can hear arguments from both sides, like it shouldn't have counted, it should have counted, but I guess ball don't lie, because Van Dijk still ended up scoring towards the end. But yeah, like, I mean, in terms of Chelsea, like, just terrible, like, man, that's crazy, man. Like, it was definitely a game that y'all could have won for sure. In those final 20 minutes, definitely looked like the better team. And then we could bring up like Liverpool's lineup as well. Bunch of Tom Littles on there. I thought Marouane Fellaini's brother was on the pitch at one point, with Dan's like up front.
Tom Littles and James Redmond's, boy.
Yeah, man, 100%.
So can you put the lineup up again, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I got you. Lineup right here. So this is the starting lineup. Obviously, Liverpool started off with Gakpo, Diaz, Harvey Elliott, Gravenberch, he got injured, Endo, McAllister, Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate, Bradley, and Kelleher. And then the substitutions were Joe Gomez, Simicast, Bobby Clark, James McConnell, Jaden Dans, and Kwanzaa. So, yeah, man, bunch of kids, really. High School Musical settings, High School Musical settings on the pitch. But yeah, man,
the crazy thing about that, check this. All those youths that came on played in the under-21 game against Stoke last week.
See, this is
deep that.
All of those youths that came on.
Deep that, man. Deep that. But yeah, this is the difference between having an experienced coach, a coach like, as much as we banter Klopp, and I'm happy that Klopp is leaving, because obviously Liverpool's era does come to an end, but you got to give him credit, because he was able to, he put all these guys in. We're not just talking about one or two, right? We're talking about a couple of youngsters that he just brings onto the pitch in a very crucial final going into extra time. It's just, this is the difference between experienced managers and managers like Pochettino, man. Klopp is able to get the best out of players like this. And look at this, like, he already gave these guys a moment of success. So it's like, now these kids who are in the Liverpool team, if they do come on and play in another game, they're not expected, but they do know what it means like to play for Liverpool Football Club. AJ says all Liverpool subs are not even on FC24 yet. Like that's crazy, fam. These guys probably don't even have face cards on the game. Like that's just crazy. And let's talk about Mauricio Pochettino real quick. He said, shout out to Warrior J Goat Mod. By the way, Warrior J was on Sarcasm City fan call-in show. If y'all want to see the much awaited face reveal, the much awaited fan call-in show by Warrior J, definitely check that out. He says Mauricio Pochettino admits Chelsea were playing for penalties in extra time. His teammate felt maybe the penalties were good for us. Crazy, yo. This is your manager fan saying this. That's crazy, yo.
You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that?
Go on.
Fact, what he actually said, if I actually think about it, it sounds crazy by logical terms. It kind of actually, if you actually think about it in a way, it sounds dumb, but it makes sense at the same time. Should I tell you why? Let me just tell you why. Not saying that they should have. I'm just saying that if you see it from another logic, let me tell you why, yeah? Because I actually think those young players that were playing for Liverpool, if you had actually taken them to penalties, I do think maybe one or two of them would have crumbled under a penalty. Whereas I think Chelsea-wise, the penalty takers that you had on the pitch, even though some of them are very scrubbish, I do think that if it was on penalties, you win that game. Just based on confidence, based on because I feel like as youngsters, you can crumble under the pressure in that type of game. You've just been thrown on a pitch. Even probably, obviously, Klopp has built them up towards that game. But I do think if you actually do look at it from that logic, in the way of okay, these youngsters, they could have crumbled under the pressure. What happened in the game is that Chelsea gave them that kind of that confidence in the game because you're letting them play. You didn't step onto them. It was even weird. It was like you were even trying to sit back in a low block at one point. I was confused. I was thinking that these are youngsters. Enzo Fernandez should be looking at this and being like, wow, you think this, what's his name, McDowell, whatever his name was, is gonna source me? And then I see McDowell take a little two-step against man. I said, what is going on? This is what I feel like. I feel like Chelsea enhanced the confidence as much as the young G's did very good. They did very well, but I do think Chelsea gave them that confidence to have. Whereas if Chelsea have stepped up on them in the times, there was actually maybe that one or two occasions where Chelsea did kind of step up. You started seeing them making two mistakes in the game. Even Joe Gomez at one point, he was just giving the ball away like there was no tomorrow at one point in the game. And I think Chelsea just didn't apply that full pressure. But what I will actually go back to is Poch. I think Poch, as young players, as for Chelsea, the Chelsea young players, I think Poch has actually told them, just sit, obviously, like he said anyways, but he really did. Because at first I was thinking when I saw the statement, I thought Poch is just saying that as a cover, but it's actually true. 100%. He guaranteed told them, sit back, let's try and get this to penalties. But I think that's just a poor managerial mistake. And even in the game, I think Poch did the similar mistakes he did even in the Champions League final as well. And one of the similar mistakes he did is that one of the game plans I saw you doing yesterday was just trying to fly the ball over to Nicholas Jackson against Van Dijk. And that doesn't make sense. And then that was the same thing in the Champions League final when we played Liverpool. And then he was telling us to fly the ball to an injured Harry Kane who couldn't even run at that point of time. And this is the similar mistakes that I think just that we're seeing in this game. And I think Poch is just sometimes, I think it comes down to overthinking and naivety and stuff like that. But I think that final was there for the taking for sure. Even when I saw Liverpool's lineup, I was thinking, oh my days, I've just told Curry P that I'm gonna cook him when I see him, and I'm seeing the lineup, I'm thinking, what is going on? But at the end of the day, I just think the players too have a bit to blame because Enzo Fernandez, I don't know what you thought you were doing, mate, with that back heel, but there was no need for that. Literally, who was it that was there? I think it was Cole Palmer. I think even Sterling was there for the cutback as well when he tried to back heel it, and then he back heeled it, but it was even a scrubbish back heel. Had no power in it, nothing like that. But man, I think there was a lot of mistakes in that game that Chelsea have to look back on and say, what have we done here? Like Poch has to look at himself in the mirror. The players have to look at themselves in the mirror. I actually personally think that even everybody's saying that Madueke is not good, or everybody's saying that the players that came on weren't good. Mudryk was poor, definitely. We've seen that regularly. But what I'll say about Madueke is when he came on, he was trying to do something. He was trying to block, because if we're gonna say he was poor, then we may as well get onto Nkunku too. Even though he just come back from injury or whatever, but still, it's what's in front of us. It's what we've seen. So we have to still judge you with what we've seen. But I just think, yeah, there's certain players that were on that pitch that they need to definitely go home and look at themselves and say, did I really do my best when I came on or when I was playing on the pitch? Because everybody says Conor Gallagher. But if I was to say, out of all the players, he's the one that probably put in the biggest shift, if we're being honest about it. So, yeah, man.
True. And yeah, we could always talk about, if it was a different player other than Conor Gallagher, maybe they slapped those chances that he had. Because, man, even while watching the game, it was so frustrating because he had those 3 chances like in the space of probably like 5 to 10 minutes. And that's, yeah, man, it's a cup final. You can't be missing chances like that. And going towards like the manager too, for him to say stuff like this, like, just don't say it. Like, as simple as that. When they ask you a question like this, just don't say it. You don't have to come out after a cup final and say stuff like this. But if that was truly the case, right, that's such a weak mentality, fam. That is such a weak mentality because this is a cup final. You should be giving your all to win this game. You shouldn't be trying to just hope that you can go to penalties and then, even though I agree, penalties is like anyone's game from there. It doesn't matter how you've been playing in the game and form and stuff like that. And even prior to this game too, like cup finals form goes out the window. It's really just about who wants it more, like who wants his trophy more, who can perform on that day much, much better than the opposing team. And it's just like, man, this is such a weak mentality. But we'll get into some of these performances too. Like one player that I really got, I guess not frustrated, but a little disappointed in was Sterling, to be honest, because man, you're on big money and you're on big money at this club. And I rate Sterling too. Like I will say this, before I get into cooking Sterling, but you're on big money, bro. And a performance like this from you especially is crazy. You have the experience of winning trophies, right? You know what a final is like. He's won Carabao Cups before with City. He's been in big finals. He's played against big teams. Like, it's just the fact that you're on big money. You're expected to have a good performance. The reason you're on big money is so that you can produce moments of magic in games like this. Like, this is why they bought you. This is why Warjay says it too. He's like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know Sterling was there, and that's just like another thing. Getting into some of these players, because we can go on to the manager as much as we want, but it's also at the end of the day these players who performed. Enzo Fernandez, same thing again. I'm actually starting to have a lot of doubts and questions about Enzo Fernandez because it's like, how many excuses are we gonna make for Enzo Fernandez to at least have kind of like a 5 or 6 out of 10 performance? Because like, you can't play against even the latter stages of the game when all these Liverpool players, a bunch of Tom Littles, were on the pitch. Like, you're telling me that you can't do anything against players like this. Is this like, what is your level? I'm failing to understand what Enzo Fernandez's level is, and I'm starting to see like Chelsea and all this, like Chelsea fans, not you, Kirby and Will or anyone, but there's a lot of fans who've been hyping up Enzo Fernandez. He needs to play in the right system. He needs the right players around him. So we got Caicedo next to him now, and these questions are still there. It's like we've hyped up Enzo for a World Cup and a couple of games in the Portuguese league, and now that he's in this type of competition, he's playing in England. We're just failing to see Enzo Fernandez's qualities. Because don't mind me, like I think he's a good player. It's just that you would see more from a player like him for how much Chelsea fans do hype him. It's like you would want to see at least a better performance than what he had yesterday. There's been a couple of games, man, because I'm starting to see a pattern where when you play teams like when you play lower end teams in the league and when you play teams like Middlesbrough, is that the only time that Enzo will shine? We won't get to see Enzo shine in cup finals and stuff like that against big teams. It's just, I'm starting to raise questions about Enzo. Caicedo as well, man. Caicedo, like, reckless at times yesterday, even though I think out of the pair he was the better midfielder, but just reckless at times. Like, a lot of games now where he's just been average at best, man. Like, a lot of questions to be asked about these Chelsea players. And I hear this whole conversation about, like, he needs a better manager. They need a better manager to play in certain positions and to get the best out of all of them. It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of Enzo Fernandez at this moment. You're telling me you're getting packed by Endo. Like, Endo was a backup to Caicedo because Liverpool wanted to sign Caicedo this summer and just weren't willing enough to pay the money that they were asking and match like Chelsea's offer. And it's like they look like they got the better. They ended up doing well and just getting a player like Endo. And Endo is not anyone that they're not gonna like look to have Endo next year or the like years moving forward. but for the job that he's been asked to do, fam, like he's doing his job for sure. I think Endo this season for Liverpool has been severely underrated because Liverpool fans and just people in general want to talk about McAllister and Curtis Jones and stuff like that. But whenever Endo does play, like he's done his job. So it's like a bunch of things for Chelsea, man. But where does are you surprised to still see Poch in a job? Because like normally sometimes we see managers get sacked after performances like this, and especially with just how it's been going bad for Chelsea since. Like, are you currently surprised to see Poch still at the job and still at the helm?
Sorry, can I tackle a couple of people's other previous points? Like maybe some pushback or just some thoughts.
Go on.
So I think first I would say the problem with the whole Gallagher situation is, okay, you missed those chances, whatever, that's fine. The whole point of him is he's supposed to be Mr. Energizer Bunny, all that stuff, right? But if it, one of Poch's quotes of why we were sitting back in extra time is because he said he saw Gallagher and Chilwell get tired. So then what the fuck is the point? Because Liverpool just played 4 days ago. So if you don't have the legs 5 minutes into extra time and you're the Mr. Energizer Bunny and you've just missed 3 chances, what is the point of you in the squad? Right?
Yeah.
Right? If I had the people are saying, this is why people are saying when we verse like low block teams or teams where we have to create more, because Liverpool didn't have the strongest. Where this is why we wanted Nkunku to start behind the 9, because that's where he was throughout Leipzig, and when he was doing well in preseason, right? Like we don't know if he's going to score all of them, but we're thinking he's going to score one of the 3 chances in those same positions. Because there has been individual moments where he's shone, like the Wolves game, or the game where I know we lost. I think it was the other Wolves game where he would like roll the ball and with his left foot scored. So he had like 2 goals in 4 games at that point. The problem with Enzo is he's very inconsistent, because here's the thing. Just a week ago, and also against Villa, he was very good. Like this was the Aston Villa squad with basically almost fully fit. We were playing almost, and then we beat them 3-0. So it's like he was performing well there. He scored this amazing free kick. Everyone's like giving Enzo praises. So he's very on and off. And it's also to do with the positioning he's in at times. Like I'm seeing the recent games, he's been closer to Caicedo, fair enough. And this game too, he was, and he got destroyed there. But then most of the time, he's in the 10, right? And it's this weird thing of like, where is he supposed to play if you're not setting him up properly? Like, I have smoke for him this game especially, but I would have more smoke if he was in that position with Caicedo throughout the season. That's what I'm saying. If there was more continuity, right? The other thing, this is on Poch again. I was saying Chilwell was injured. You know who's a good backup, left back, who's balling out in the Bundesliga, who was the best left back in the championship? Ian Maatsen, the guy you never rated, the guy you never played once at left back throughout these 6 months. You played him as a right mid, a left mid, and a center attacking mid when he was subbed on for 10 minutes at a time, but never his actual effing position, which makes no sense, you idiots. Right? And it's like, these are the things that I blame the players a lot too, but I'm blaming the manager too with this whole mindset of like, I get it sitting back if it's the last 5 minutes. Like last 5 minutes of extra time, let's go for penalties. But other than that, like, why are we doing that? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry, I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no worries. Any other thoughts about, the game? Anything that stood out? I seen a clip of Poch not shaking Todd Bowley's hand after the game was over. I thought that was a little surprising. Was he trying to throw a dig at Todd Bowley or something like that? But I don't know. That was a little surprising to me. And also, so a couple of things I do want to say is that some of those kids that played on the Liverpool team, these guys went to school today, fam. These guys went to school today, and they were getting a guard of honor at school today, fam. That's crazy, yo. That's insane, fam. That's mad, bro.
They were pulling girls, bro. When they went to school, the things were
I bet.
Trust me, man. This is what they do, man.
Bruh, facts.
You know, these kids are standing there probably in the quad area showing all these girls their Carabao Cup medals and stuff like that. Like, look at this. Look what I got yesterday, stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's crazy. I think this performance, this game itself, because a lot of us probably, like, even though as much as we wanted Chelsea, some of us at least wanted Chelsea to win, we knew the result was going to be probably a Liverpool win, right? But it's just the fact that Chelsea were there. Like, it kind of speaks of like that Man City performance as well. It's like, even though they didn't end up taking a lead in that game, but it's like Chelsea surprisingly had a game and were competitive, but it's just like they dropped off, and that's just what disappoints me so much. And that's why I can see a lot of a lot of Chelsea fans react to it the way that they did, because that game was definitely there for the taking. And now I mean, Chelsea are still in the FA Cup, if I'm not wrong, right? You guys are still in the FA Cup? Okay.
Yeah, we're playing Leeds
so I mean,
on Wednesday.
Leeds on Wednesday. Cool. So, I mean, not all is lost, but it's like that was definitely a very, very good opportunity for Chelsea to win something, because we also have to take into account the amount of injuries that Liverpool had too. Because, like, if Salah was there, if a lot of those players were playing Diogo Jota and stuff like that, it would have been a completely different picture. Completely different scoreline, completely different performance. And I also don't think Chelsea fans would have definitely been long. And I don't think a lot of Chelsea fans would have been as upset as they've been, because like that's just a really, really strong Liverpool lineup that they're facing. And some of the real Chelsea fans know where their club stands at the moment. But big up to Stephanie G. I see you. She says big up Sheik, Scooby, and the Mud Brothers. Big up Stephanie G every single time. Where Jay says that he did predict that they were losing the game. Yeah, man. And it's
but sorry, you know what the point with the Salah thing? I kind of disagree, because last season with Potter, we tied with them, right? Beginning of the season, we tied with them. We reversed.
That's Potter though. That's
Potter. Yes, but okay, Poch.
That's Potter. Right we all know how great defensively Potter is.
Yes, but I'm saying once again, no, Poch this season, Liverpool first game. Yes, no, but that's what I'm saying, because he didn't set that team up again, because he put freaking Enzo and Left Caicedo on his own. Because against Man City, we had a fully fit Haaland, we had Kevin De Bruyne, we had everyone, and we played defensively, we played toe to toe. So I can't fully say with Salah, because we lost 4-1 without them having Salah. But we also tied with them when they had Salah the same season, right? We also tied with Man City with Haaland and De Bruyne, and without De Bruyne. So it's like, I can't fully say we would have got battered. Obviously, they would have had increased chances. That's all I can say about that. But I think we should. I'm not surprised.
All right, let me just break this down to you real quick, Curry P. Let me just break it down.
Sure.
Let me just break this down real quick. So Man City, they are the slowest team, or the third slowest team on the counter. Liverpool, number 1. So they're gonna get in behind quickly. So the whole Chelsea versus City thing
Arsenal.
Is a myth, bro.
What about Arsenal? What about Arsenal?
If City employed the same tactics as Liverpool, because they have the,
What about Arsenal then?
What's that?
What about Arsenal? Like Arsenal, the Arsenal game.
That one, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's
but
not
are you guys slow moving? No, but I'm saying, are you guys slow moving?
In Liverpool.
No, I get it, but I'm saying, are you guys slow?
Results that you were talking
about. Are you guys slow?
Huh?
No, but I'm saying, are you guys slow moving? Because you said, in transition, Man City are slower than Liverpool, and Liverpool's number 1. So is Arsenal slow in transition as well? I'm generally asking a question because I don't know where you saw that table. I would love to see it. So I'm saying, like,
yeah. We're
Arsenal.
It's us, Burnley, and Man City.
Oh, for slowest. Okay, then fair enough. Yeah, continue your point.
Yeah, we're the three slowest teams on the counter in the Prem. Yeah, Burnley, Arsenal, and City, and obviously those two are Pep's. They're his protege, so they copy his style. But I think it's the fact that Liverpool just hits so quick on the counter. They have quick players out on the break, and they're very, very, very quick with their decision making. They can catch you out on the break, so like they absorb the pressure, and then they just boom, they're gone. That's how they destroy y'all, and that's how they've been beating y'all here and there. But I feel like Potter has always gave Liverpool a hard game, even when he was with Brighton, because he set them in a way that they couldn't counter as easily. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I think about it. But in terms of if Man City played the same way as Liverpool, or employed the same method against y'all as Liverpool do, then they will probably get y'all more often than not, because Haaland that dude is a beast.
But what about,
he's fast.
But But what about the first game of the season?
And they got Doku. Doku's fast. I feel like he can get past Trent with ease. And then they have the technical ballers, like they got Foden, they got Grealish if they play him, Bernardo Silva. But they're just, Pep just likes his style, bro. He's very, very, very centric in how he plays. Like if his players don't meet those standards, then he kicks them out. Like, so they're not able to, really do what they want to do on the break, because that's how Pep sets them up. So if they can't get the ball out to De Bruyne and De Bruyne can't cross it in, then they're going to try a different method. That's not, just fast running. That's not what Man City do. And that allows y'all's players to get back quicker, so they can't really hit you out on a break like that. And that's what y'all bank on in terms of fighting against Man City.
Okay, question then for you.
So that's just my thoughts on that. That's why Liverpool more often than not get the best of y'all, like with Poch.
I wouldn't fully say that, because the first game of the season, we drew with them. Hello?
Hello, is it lagging? Hello,
yeah.
hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, but they beat you.
They had Salah. No, I know.
Again, and then they also beat you in the it's probably a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. Go on. Land your point, Kirby. If you're trying to say something, yeah, go on.
Oh no. I was trying to say, like, because the first game of the season, like, we were toe to toe with them when they had Salah and everyone. So it's like, I feel like it's set up again, like the way we set up. Like, it was awful for the 4-1. Like, no matter what manager we've had since Klopp has come here, like since Tuchel or before then, we've always drawn with them until we hit penalties or extra time. Like, in regulation, until that 4-1, we had always drawn with them. Even this game, we went to extra time. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, we always counted as a draw almost. Like, that's what Hassam was joking about. Like, and Surfer's like, hey, let's just skip regulation, just go to extra time and penalties.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, man. 6 finals in a row now that Chelsea have lost. 6
in
finals
Wembley.
in a row.
In Wembley,
Yeah,
in Wembley, yeah.
So
yeah.
In between them.
Okay, so I'll rephrase it. 6 domestic finals that you guys have lost in a row now.
Yeah.
3 to Liverpool itself.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Actually, you could say 4.
4 technically. Okay.
Because Community Shield.
Okay. Fairs.
No,
But that's
we're not doing.
But
that.
we're not doing.
I know, but if you want to, like,
we're not doing that. We're not.
No, I'm saying if you want to add to the
Community
narrative,
Shield don't count. Community Shield don't count, bro. That's a glorified dinner plate, man.
Listen.
No, I know. I'm saying 4 in a row that we've lost. I'm saying if you want to add to the narrative, that's what I meant.
No.
Like, I'm helping you guys.
Why are you so stressed, bro? It's calm, just sit in the back and relax.
No.
Enjoy
I'm
the
relaxed.
show,
I'm trying to help you. I'm adding to the narrative.
Enjoy the show,
I'm trying to add to your narrative. I'm saying we lost 4 in a row.
There was no narrative, bro. Just enjoy the show. Don't worry. You don't need to stress yourself, bro. You're in your young years, bro. You don't need to lose hair and that. Don't worry about that.
No. Fairs. But yeah, any other comments about Chelsea? You guys in the chat too, definitely, like, first of all, everybody who's in the chat right now, definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel too, subscribe to Scooby, subscribe to myself, subscribe. Yeah, definitely hit the like, all of that good stuff, right? But any other final points that you guys have to make about Chelsea before we move on to a different segment?
So I think
anything you guys have to say?
I think AJ put a question on the chat.
Nah, that's it, bro.
Can you?
Let me see. Oh yeah, Curry P question. Please, who do you want when Poch gets sacked? Go on, Curry P.
Okay, besides, like, everyone and their mother saying Alonso for, like, Liverpool, whatever freaking team is available on earth right now. I would, if you want to do a similar Poch model, I would go for the Girona manager if we want, because he's progressed the team from dead last to, like, 2nd in the league. I would go for Amarin. I would go for Porto's manager, and I would go for Slot.
First.
Yeah, but doesn't Madrid have a game in hand?
I'm actually not sure.
Oh yeah.
Eli would better answer that question.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I'm like.
Yeah,
not fully.
That's second right now.
Yeah. So so with that, if we want experience, then I would go for Hansi Flick. Like, no choice. Like, straight up Hansi Flick right now would be perfect. 3 at the back. Let's freaking go.
CP, if Leeds put you out, do you think you would get rid of him?
I can't lie.
Yeah.
I can't lie, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Eli.
Yeah.
Go on, Eli. Yeah, go on.
I think Eli's got a bit of a delay.
Okay, I thought
Yeah, I
I
think
was the one
he's-
lagging all the time.
No,
I
I
was
think
gonna
he's fine.
refresh.
It's
my
all
page.
good. It's all good. It's all good. We'll wait. We'll give it a couple
Yeah,
minutes before. Yeah, we'll see the.
But do you guys have any
comes back
other
in.
questions, like banter questions, also, and regular questions? I'm
got
fine
a
with that.
question.
Yeah, the only thing I was gonna say
Go on,
is
De
that
Niro.
I feel like Zabi is probably the best manager. Go ahead.
Now, Eli, finish what you were saying.
Yeah, go on, Eli.
Because you froze.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Eli has
I
a
was just
mad
saying
delay.
I feel like Zabi is probably the best fit for Chelsea right now because of how they're set up.
Yep.
Do I?
Yep. Yeah.
You know what? Let me just restart my PC. I'll be back, y'all.
Yeah,
Okay.
drop out and drop back in. Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, you were gonna have a question for me.
Yeah, go ahead, De Niro.
I just wanted to ask a question. Like,
Yeah, go for it.
I'm looking at your fixture run for this next couple
Let
of
me
weeks.
check.
Bro.
Let me check that.
And yeah, let's just have a look at that, bro. Have a look for me.
Okay, so it's Leeds, then Brentford, then Newcastle. Arsenal might be pushed back.
I don't want you to give any predictions because obviously we'll get to that when she.
Yeah, but I think Arsenal's getting pushed back if we win Leeds because of the FA Cup fixtures. So just like your guys, it might be moved to April or May.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So honestly, it's not that tough until Man United. If our fixtures get pushed back, I'm saying Leeds, Brentford, Newcastle's down, and then Burnley, right? If Arsenal's just pushed back, we should be winning these games. I'm not saying we will. We should.
Wait. Okay. I like that. You're trying to be, between the lads. I like that. But what
I'm saying we will. We have to win against Leeds.
Okay, yeah. Of course, you're Chelsea football.
Burnley we have to win. Burnley we have to win. Newcastle, I think, is at Stamford Bridge. We have to win. I'm not giving an excuse for that. Brentford, honestly, I see it as a draw because we're gonna get a Ivan Toney header, and we suck at pieces. That's what I think. But it depends on how we respond in Leeds. If we batter Leeds, then sure, I'll give it more of a chance for us to win against Brentford. But if it's a struggle, 2-1 Chelsea, and it's a late winner by us, then no, I don't trust that shit.
I hear you, Stuart. I just, what it is? I just look at this personally. I look at this personally myself, and I look at this fixtures, and I think maybe we link back here, maybe in. When we get to around, let's use the Arsenal game. When we get back to around the Arsenal game, I look at this and it could, based on Newcastle, I don't know when, is Alexander Isak out for the rest of the season or what's going on there? Does anybody have
Let me check. Let me see if there's anything on it.
Because the way I look at that is I look at it like this. If Newcastle managed to get back a couple of players, I personally think if you have a problem with Leeds or the game doesn't go to plan, that could be us meeting back here within the next 2 to 3 weeks, and we're looking at 2-0 for Chelsea. To be honest, that's me personally. That's the way I look at it. But I think you need that Leeds game as a bounce. If you get that bounce, then yeah, I could agree with you with the two. You should be winning those games.
I think Isak might be iffy. Apparently, he's back to training on grass, so maybe he might be back by then, or maybe not. It sounds like it's 50-50 for that game.
It's looking, yeah. Fair enough. Now you answered it well, man. I like you got a bit of knowledge in there. You get me? You're all right. Still, you're all right. Not too shameless like me, and I'm a shameless guy, but you get me? Yeah, you're good still.
You gotta indulge in
There's two final things. There's two final things I want to say about this whole Chelsea thing, right? One, respect to you, Curry P. You have shown up. You didn't hide. There's a bunch of people who do hide when it comes to stuff like this. So I'll always give respect to everybody who puts a face in front of the camera and has to talk their shit. So definitely respect to you for that. Secondly, I want to talk to this Liverpool fan base real quick because now all of a sudden the Carabao.
Can I talk to them too after this?
Yeah, now all of a sudden the Carabao Cup final matters, isn't it? When we won it last year, we said it was called the Tin Pot Cup and it was called the Carabao Energy Drink Cup. But now all of a sudden, when you guys win it, and you shameless motherfuckers, your manager said that this is the most special trophy he's won in 20 years. and you guys were
No
clowning
way.
us.
You're joking. You're joking.
Yes,
Send me that link.
yes,
Send me that link right
Jurgen
now.
Klopp.
Send me that.
I'm not even. There's probably context to it, but fuck the context, right? Because I'm not even gonna get into this whole context thing. Your manager said this is the most special trophy he's won in 20 years. Not forgetting the fact that Liverpool hadn't won a title for 30 years. Not forgetting the fact that they also won a Champions League. And they, all these different trophies that they've won. But this is crazy, fam. Hey, Liverpool fans, be shamed. Hold some shame, fam. You guys
That's
wanted
why.
to troll us because, you wanted to troll
That's
us last
why.
year because we had a
That
10
picture.
point.
That picture is wild because he won it with kids.
Yeah, he won it with kids, but hey, I don't care, fam. I don't care. Now all of a sudden this trophy matters to you, huh? Now all of a sudden we want to. I had some Liverpool fans saying that they cried yesterday when they won the Carabao Cup. Are you fucking kidding me? Crying for a Carabao Cup. We won the Carabao Cup last year, and I didn't fucking cry.
They held the parade for winning the FN and Carabao. Remember, these are the same people who held parades for that.
They did. They did. Shameless fucking law, bro. Shameless fucking law. I hope this is the only trophy you lot win this year.
Oh, dude.
I hope so.
Can I get on Liverpool
this is
for
the
a
only
second?
trophy you lot win.
Can I get on Liverpool for a second? Like this whole media agenda against them.
Go on.
My God, I've never seen so much like sucking them off in my life with this whole Klopp like last dance bullshit. I'm serious. This whole even I'm saying before the match. Oh my guys, this is his last game. Like even Wembley had it on their website. Like last chance to see Klopp. I'm like, oh shut up. He's won one Prem, you frauds. He's won one. It's not like you're watching a Josie or freaking Arsene Wenger or the freaking Ferguson.
To be fair, he's gone up again. He's lost the league twice by 1 point. So there is context to that.
I don't care. It's second. I don't care. I'm from Josie's school of thinking. I do not care. You lost. You're second. I don't care how you got second. You're second. I don't deal with almost. I deal with absolutes. Like this is nonsense. My God. I hope. You know what? I hope you get dunked on by Bayern Leverkusen, and then Xabi Alonso joins Bayern Munich because you overrated Frosting. He's going to join you and not go to Madrid in a year after Ancelotti leaves with that super team. He's going to join your broke ass when Mohamed Salah's going to be old and then go to Saudi Arabia? You kidding me? And you guys barely spend money on shit? And you have Darwin Núñez as your most expensive signing? You kidding me? He's going to join you guys. You're a broke ass. Or Bayern Munich. Or Real Madrid with the Mbappe.
Yeah, I can't lie, man. It's peak. It's peak. I don't think he's going to Bayern Munich. I mean, I don't think he's going to Liverpool either. I think he's going to Bayern Munich. Hold out for that Madrid job.
I fucking hope so.
Once Ancelotti leaves, then he's going there.
Yeah. You got the super team. There you go.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
don't want Xabi. If Xabi's not coaching my team, I don't want him in the Prem. Keep him out the Prem.
Yeah, true, man. True, 100%. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say that real quick to Liverpool fans. You shameless motherfuckers. I seen Jamie Carragher running down like fucking celebrating like crazy yesterday after they won the Carabao Cup. But if it was United, 10 pot cup, energy drink cup, all that bullshit, man. Like seriously, some of these Liverpool fans are crazy, bro. Seriously. But yeah, we'll move on to the next segment. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't have to talk about this shit. But here we fucking go, right? We're gonna go to United. We're gonna talk about another fucking Finnish club, another club in the mud.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. This is peak, man.
Today's a beautiful day, man. Beautiful,
man. It's peak. But yeah, we're gonna talk about United real quick. So we'll get into the United segment. Obviously, if you guys don't know, United lost to Fulham at home. Fulham at home. Last time Fulham beat us was 2003. 2003, man. 2003, bro. We had Gary Neville and them playing for us, man. Roy Keane and all those guys. Like, geez, that's peak, bro. But yeah, another. I will actually.
West Ham won Brentford now.
Yeah, I will actually say this, fam. This performance that we had against Fulham was probably our worst performance of this year. Disgraceful, shameful performance. Like, I felt ashamed to be a United fan that day. Like, right after the game, I had a jersey on during the watch along. Shout out to Flawless again. Sarcasm City YouTube. Definitely go subscribe there. I took my jersey off him, like, after the game. Like, even in the middle of the game, I wanted to take the shit off, bro, because I called it the whole game. We were on Mandem United a day before the game, and we had a conversation for 30 minutes straight, not able to figure out who was going to score a goal for us. We couldn't come to a conclusion on who was going to score for us in that attack. Amari Forson, I feel bad for you, brother. This is nothing on you. I don't think United fans should be clowning you or trying to expect anything more from you. This is nothing on you, my bro. This is not your fault. Same for players like Amad Diallo too, who did come on for the last like 10 minutes. What are we expecting out of players like this, man? We're expecting them to save us. This is what United Football Club is right now. Like, we rely on our youngsters to save our ass yet again. Like, unbelievable, man. And this manager, this manager wants to come out after the game and say that we fans don't see the bigger picture and that the bigger picture looks good. So my guys already seen the bigger picture before everybody else. The amount of delusion like that this coach has, bro, insane. Hey, the show's called Mud Brothers for a reason, right? And me and Spoovy United as a club, we're probably in the mud the most, fam. Because like this shit is unbelievable, bro. And all you United fans who wanted to say that we're in a top 4 race, this and that, don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. Like, look at our performances in the last couple of games. Look at this and look at that. Hold that, fam. That loss should have been for you and for you only. Like dude, it's peak, man. It's actually peak. I don't know what bigger picture that we're supposed to see. I don't know what direction we're going into, fam. I just don't know anything at all. These players should be ashamed of themselves, man. We couldn't beat a Fulham squad who's been average at best this year. We let Alex Iwobi put us in a spliff. Are you fucking kidding me? Arsenal reject Alex Iwobi. Man could have scored a hat-trick, fam. A hat-trick yesterday. He's Alex Iwobi. That's why he didn't score a hat-trick. It's because he's fucking Alex Iwobi. That's why. Let this guy dunk on us. Harry fucking Maguire. You absolute idiot. Absolute idiot. I don't have to be a defender to know that you should just take Adama Traore down in that situation. But you let him cook you. You let him run past you with ease. Alex fucking Iwobi, bro. I don't even have to watch Alex Iwobi day in, day out to know that all this guy has is a right foot. You know that he's just going to cut to his right. Exactly, Eddie. Couldn't score versus Ivory Coast, but here comes United. Hey, we are Robin Hood. Take the 3 points. We give the 3 points for the rich to the poor, fam. Take him. Take these 3 points. You know how teams want to say 3-point collectors. You know how some certain teams call themselves the 3-point collectors. We are the fucking 3-point givers, fam. You guys are in a bad. Hey, Kurt P. You guys are in a bad run of form. Hey, Luton fans, all these different teams. You guys are in a bad run of form. Bournemouth. You guys haven't won for a minute. Why don't y'all just come to Old Trafford real quick? Brighton. Y'all lost Caicedo and McAllister in the season and haven't. You're concerned about not playing the best. Why don't y'all just come to Old Trafford real quick, fam? Why don't y'all just come to Old Trafford real quick? Eddie says, Eli and Curry, remember, I will be watching.
Hey,
Go on,
all
Curry.
good. Cheek. This is why they call Old Trafford the theater of dreams. It's the dreams for the opponents. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was gonna get into that too.
Big up to the theater of dreams. You know what I'm saying?
I was literally gonna get into that too, fam. We have Fulham adamant trolling us on socials. Jeez, man. Have some fucking shame, United Football Club. Have some fucking shame, bro. It's insane, fam. I don't know what to say anymore. Seriously. We played.
To be fair, Eddie.
You know what the best thing is?
Eddie, y'all caught strays with that one because I was supposed to be for flawless.
Yeah, true. Hey, Mandem, you know what the craziest thing is? Just to put the icing on top of the cake. We go to the Etihad next week.
Hey, big up. Let's go.
We travel to the Etihad, fam.
You told me
FA Cup, Nottingham Forest, fucking Elanga's gonna dance on us again. You will see another clip of him. Dancing on us. Callum Hudson-Odoi, you're welcome, fam. You are welcome.
The crazy thing about y'all. The crazy thing about y'all. I feel like watch y'all get a result against Man City. I feel like y'all that type of team because what you gonna do is you gonna park the bus like you did against Liverpool, and then you gonna catch them on the break. Watch. I'm calling it now because this is what y'all been doing for years, and it'll be the same this year again. Y'all gonna catch them out on a break and possibly stink out a 1-0 win.
No, man. You know, I just hope Man City. I'm going to say this, fam. I hope Man City destroy us. I really hope they do. Because let's say we do get a result,
no. Hey, no. Get a stinky 1-0. Get a stinky 1-0.
No,
I want y'all, please.
See,
I beg,
please.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Eli. I'm sure you do. But this is the thing. This is the thing, right? I'm speaking this as just a Manchester United fan perspective, right? Let's say we get a cheeky 1-0 win, and we put in an absolute stinker of a performance, like fucking McTominay. Like last minute, it bounces off a Man City defender, and he ends up just tapping it in, right? Let's say something like that happens, even though that's the most craziest of claims. This fan base are gonna start yapping again. Oh, like look at this run of form. We still can get a result against someone like City. It doesn't fucking matter. You think City are gonna, City will probably still come back into the title race. They'll just take that loss on the chin, and it'll happen. Whatever happens, happens. But our fan base will celebrate this win as a fucking trophy, fam. And this is what I hate. I hate people in our fan base like that. I'm gonna call out some fuckers.
Oh, bro.
Nacho Lini, you absolute shameless fraud. You shameless fraud. I see him in the back again chat today. You shameless fraud. I don't hear none of this chatter from you anymore because since Garnacho has been absolutely dropping 0 out of 10 fucking performances, fam.
Hey, that Nacho assist again.
hey, I beg. Why don't you sit on your fucking couch and eat some nachos, fam? Just leave it at that, fam. Nacho Lidi, fucking frauds. All these people, man. There's certain people. Hey, certain Mandem wanted to tell me Bruno is better than Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh my days. Oh.
Certain people wanted to say Bruno's better than Kevin De Bruyne. Are we watching the same game, yo? Y'all seen this? Y'all seen that one clip of Bruno Fernandes taking a shot with his left foot, and then it just looked like the guy like tackled him, and he's sitting on the ground whining and complaining, "Oh my god, my foot!" It's like he got shot in the fucking leg. And then once the referee's not paying him no mind, he gets up and runs straight to him. Is this our captain? You want a captain? You want to look at what a captain is like? You look at Virgil van Dijk. That's a captain for you. That's what captains should do. Performances like that. And we have, dude.
Yo, bro. You see?
Oh, the fishman. The fishman himself.
Man, shit, bro. Listen, bro.
Go on.
Life always gets easier, man. And listen, let me even just start like this. Let me start like this. First of all, hey, Eddie, in the chat the other day, yeah, man was cooking in the chat. Obviously, you saw man's message. I know you saw them. But it's calm. You know what I'm saying? It's calm. I'm here now. This is my time to shine, Rude Boy. This is me. Yeah. Spoobs as well. Hey, Spoobs. You think I don't see you're trying to sit there quietly? You think that life? What do you think is going on here? What are we doing here? Listen, Spoobie, I don't care if you're quiet. You're my guy and that. But today, it's your day, bro. It's your day today. And this is what I want you to understand. You man got cooked by my Niger boys, my pounded yam, F4 brothers, bro. You got cooked by a Wolby. You got cooked by Calvin Bassey. Bro, what's going on here, bro? Everybody wants to talk about Maguire. How about Calvin Bassey, mate? Yeah? Big game player against United. Not against Tottenham, though. Because when he came to Tottenham, oh gosh, we could talk about it.
Split.
Listen, this is what it is. Hey, and do you know what even makes it perfect, Eli? This is what makes it perfect. This is how it's so fun because he scored his first ever Fulham goal at the Theatre of Dreams. Oh, I love football, man. Can we just hey, listen, man? Oh, I love football. Listen, I'm the Ten Hag in Prime Minister for a reason. Do you get what I'm saying? This is what I do. Listen, this is what I do. I'm always gonna be Ten Hag in. Hey, listen, Ten Heisenberg, you know, like that. Obviously, it's one of those ones where Spears, bro. Like, I look at it like this, yeah. Obviously, that game, Bruno Fernandes, absolutely, he was missing once again. You see this week in, week out. I told guys about Bruno Fernandes from even when he was statting up the GA in his first season for you lot. And this is where it is, bro. Now, guys, listen, obviously, big up other people's podcasts and all of these things, but guys are out here talking about KDB and Bruno Fernandes in the same sentence. Like, I don't know what we're doing here. And Spoopy, this is why I got to grill you, because this is your fan base. This is why I got to grill you, because this is your fan base. So you guys are held accountable in the court of Mud Brothers for this very reason. And this is what we're doing now. So what I'm going to tell you guys today is long may this continue. Long may it continue for this season, next season. I hope Ten Hag stays. You know what is it? Do you know what's so funny? It sounds so dumb, but I'll be real. I even hope you lot finish top 4. So for that reason, he even stays in your club. Because I know if he finishes top 4, he's gotta stay. He's not leaving, bro. But at the same time, obviously, I want my club to finish top 4 too. But I wouldn't be too fussed. You know what I mean? If obviously you guys finish top 4 now, because you know, Ten Heisenberg, all these things. And look, this is how it felt. Look, I want you guys to understand. This is how it felt at the time when I had Conte. And I just want to see more tears. Like, I just want to see more tears. I want to see Spoopy sitting there quietly, like the good youth he is. You know what I mean? I want to see sit there quietly. This is where it is. You're not a bad man like me and Eli, you know. So it's one of those. But listen, this is what we do, man. But if I'm going to be serious about the game, it's one of those ones where, once again, we go back to it. I think the players have just, they're not really there for it no more, man. I'll be real with you. Like, even though there's certain guys that are playing for their T-shirt, like a McTominay, who will still come on and maybe score 1-2 goal and try their hardest, even when they try their hardest, they're still useless. But obviously, I think, yeah, man, like your squad right now, definitely, I feel like you should be higher than where you are with the squad you have. But at the end of the day, it still comes down to the manager, man, whether he likes it or not. Like, you can't take away these things of buying the certain players he's bought. You brought on Anthony, and what was it, the 30 seconds and the of the at a time or something like that, like the last 30 seconds of the game. And these are players that Ten Hag has bought himself. So him saying that, before, obviously, Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez and them came back saying, "Oh, I'm missing this player, I'm missing that player." Now you got to be held accountable, because now you got all the players you asked for back, apart from maybe it's only Martinez that's missing. So I think at the end of the day, he's dug a pit for himself already, which he has to definitely lay in, because he should literally, the comments you made were not needed. You could have held them comments to yourself. And I think he's got to even look at the fact that I don't understand what the issue is he has with Diallo. I really don't understand it till this point, and I would like to know. I'd like for him to put it out there, but I think, yeah, man, he's just making everything worse for himself. And I just think certain players are not playing for him anymore, and they haven't been playing for him for a long time. They're just playing now. I feel like everybody's just playing because that's their job. They got to play. Everybody's trying to do things based on their own individuality and their skills, if that makes sense, their skill set. So I don't feel like there's a game plan when you step on the pitch. I don't feel like there's anything. The only game plan I see is, yeah, if we're losing, I'm going to slap McTominay on the pitch and I pray that he gets a last-minute goal or a last-minute header, whatever it is. So I did say, once again, players can get cooked, of course. Your Brunos can get cooked, because I can't lie, that guy, I've never rated him, bro. Like, I have an agenda against Bruno Fernandes. I am the Bruno Fernandes agenda. But obviously, yeah, man, just looking at that game, like, I just think, yeah, man, it's looking downhill for me. I've never seen Sheik let out his sub story so hard, and long may it continue once again. But yeah, man, like, literally, bro, like, I think, yeah, man, it's looking downhill right now, man. And yeah, I'll keep you in my prayers, but long may it continue, though.
So I have a question. for Spoopy and or Sheik.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh Lord, here we go.
A certain content creator that we all know said Kobe Mino is the best midfielder in the Prem. You guys might know him. I think. Shit, I can't. Let me take the green screen off.
Is it Mr. Tech Note himself?
So if you guys can see someone right here, you see that? So just kind of wondering what's happened to the best midfielder in the league. Kind of just wondering what's happening with that, because Mino was starting with Casemiro, you know. So I was kind of just wondering, you know, how come you guys can't stop counters? How come, you know, the Nigerian Eden Hazard is cooking you guys? You know, Alex Iwobi, Nigerian Eden Hazard apparently for you guys. You know, how come the Nigerian, like, you know, Desai is dunking on your head tops? I just don't know what's happening. Kind of like wondering what's been going on, because apparently I didn't know we got a throwback Thursday to the Nigerian version of like Chelsea legends, but apparently that's what's happening with the best midfielder. You know what I'm saying? You got Champions League winner Casemiro, and you got the best midfielder in the league in Kobe Mano with the best creator in the league in Bruno Fernandes. You know what I'm saying? Who apparently is as good as KDB, right? Because KDB loses the ball a lot too. Remember, that's what your fans say.
Yeah, bro, there's nothing to say. There's nothing to say, bro.
You gotta say something.
I wanna. Okay, well, wait. I wanna call out my fan base. A person in particular, a certain Forest fan that runs a United fan channel, telling people, you know, if they're Ten Hag out, fuck off out of the club. Oh, you're not a real fan. There's a reason you don't see this so-called fan at Old Trafford. Could he get pressed? You can't tell him. Who do you tell him to fuck off? Like, what is he talking about? Sorry, I'm not happy with the worst start to the season since 1930, finishing last in our fucking Champions League group. Fucking awful signings. And we're playing football, but there's no fucking style at all. Like, when you watch United, it's fucking laughable at times, especially our attack. And we've been performing like this all fucking season. West Ham should have beat us. Villa should have beat us. We should have lost these games. And when he tries to bring on Scott McTominay to try and save him, you know, it didn't happen today. Or it didn't happen that game against Fulham. So I'm tired. I'm sick of people that are like, oh, fake fan. When people start calling you a fake fan, they've ran out of arguments. How can you defend Ten Hag this season? How can you name me one thing he's done well?
Sure,
no.
I can name you one thing. You guys got the new region of George Best, Dennis Law, and Bobby Charlton. Remember that lovely picture?
Oh yeah, the fucking the PR with the fucking all hugging each other. Yeah, like I'm tired of this shit, man.
You got 2024 version.
Tired.
Sorry, Sheik, I had a question for you. So what do you think of having like the best midfield, you know, being overrun in the league? You know what I'm saying? With the best midfielder in Kobe Mano, best DM in Casemiro, and the most creative midfielder in Bruno Fernandes. Like, how do you feel?
Here we go.
No, because Paulus was telling me Mano's already the best midfielder in the league, so I told him I'm going to hold him to that. I was just wondering how the best.
He plays better than your midfield right now. He's better.
He's better than Rodri. Then he's better than Rodri and Rice then too. So I'm just wondering.
He's not better than Rodri. He's not a DM. We're not talking about DMs.
No, he said the best midfielder. That counts as DMs too. He's the best midfielder. So I'm counting everyone. I'm counting KDB. I'm counting Rodri. I'm counting everyone.
Man, I love how you're taking this seriously, bro. Clearly, you know, the sarcasm is lost on you, but you know.
No, I messaged Flawless. I told Flawless, I'm holding you to account. When the second he posted that, I screenshotted it and I sent it to him. I was like, I'm holding you to account. He's like, go ahead. So this is I told him, I gave him a warning when he first posted it. So that's what happened.
Listen, man, I got nothing else to say about this team. They're a bunch of frauds, all of them. Seriously, I seen a clip of Rashford partying after the game.
You're joking.
Joke. No, I'm not joking. I'm being serious. I've seen a clip of him with D Block Europe. They're like this group in the UK partying again.
Mm-hmm. He was outside.
Shameless fraud.
Hey,
people want to say
you know what?
You know what? Bread. He's one of our
That's
own.
his copium, bro. He's like, this team is dead. I'm gonna go party. I can't blame him. Man. I would party too.
Hey.
I get my mind off of this junk. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, this shit ain't gonna change for the rest of the season. All these people wanted to say we're part of a top four race, this and that. Hey, where are you guys now, man? Seriously,
hey, can I say something?
Where are you guys now?
I want to put my hand up. I want to put my hand up and personally apologize to myself for ever saying that you guys were gonna finish in the top four above us. I apologize to myself, and this is what it is, bro. And Sheik, man, look, you don't look happy. And listen, you're my brother, but long may this continue every week that we come on. He's ducking out, man. Like, I don't know what's going on. Every time he disappears, man.
I don't know what happened. My bad.
Listen, come back. Listen. Hey, Sheik, stay right there. There we go.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
That's what we're talking about. Listen. So sorry, my bad. I even muted myself. Listen, I just wanted to say to you, bro, like when I look at your club, when I look at your team, obviously there's a lot of legendary things your club has done. But what I think United fans need to do, which is why you're seeing your fan base and certain guys saying some wild statements, is they need to forget about the past. I keep telling people this. The past is the past. Football changes. We've seen it. What about the people that were alive when the 1970s, 1980s, when certain teams were winning? They're looking at this saying the same things United fans. Oh, yeah, we used to win this. And we listen, this is where it is now. You got to look at this. You got to pray that the new owners that have come in continue to do what they're doing. It's looking all right, what they're doing right now. But what I will say to you, Sheik, is that this is going to be something that's going to continue, bro. And it's going to continue to the end of the season, bro. And when you look at it, and I know Curry P's about to say something, and I just want you to look at this and just realize that you just have to, sometimes in life, you just got to settle. You know what I mean? You got to settle down with what you're dealt with, what you're given. And this is the time where I'm going to tell you to settle, because you're just going to keep hurting yourself every week if you have hope. And there's no hope for United. So as we continue, I would love Curry P to just step in and put some intellectual things out there for us.
Yeah,
Go
for
on,
sure.
Curry P.
I just maybe, you know what, maybe you guys should rename yourself slightly to Charity Man United, because maybe Rashford would start trying then, because he cares a lot about trying for charities but not trying for the football club. So maybe that's the new thing you should do, you know, put charity, because you were telling us you guys are a charity case, right? You guys are theater of dreams for the opponents. So just officially slightly change your name. And I think Rashford might like actually start trying. So maybe you guys can do that, right? You guys are giving underprivileged kids, like some guy from Argentina who scores one bicycle kick every, you know, once in a while and scores a goal. You know, he's a charity case. You're giving him a chance. So, you know, continue the charity work. Maybe just rename your club, you know what I'm saying? And then that way Rashford might start trying. He got an MBE for it, so maybe you should do something about that, you know? This one thing.
I wanted to also just cook Marcus Rashford quickly as well. I just wanted to say something. You see about football, obviously I play football myself. I've played at a decent level of football myself. And one thing I can tell you is certain players, you know, what I think the mistake United have made with a Rashford is you've given him 350k a week. I might say, is that right? If I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm guessing
250k, yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let me just tell you something about football. You see, Rashford, one thing I've realized about him is that he's not a good player, but he's not the worst player. Let me give you that. He's not the worst player that everybody says, oh, he can't kick ball. He can kick ball. We've seen him do certain things in games. But what people need to understand is that there's certain players who could maybe, like we saw with Hazard, when certain players were talking about Hazard, how Hazard didn't need to train for a week and then he can come in and he can just hit the ground running when he was playing for Chelsea at the time. Hazard, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is what I see with Rashford now. It's all well and good when players like Rashford, you think you can just go party, but you're not that guy. You haven't got that natural ability to just be partying, and then trying to play a game. Because one thing I can tell you is that I was never a naturally gifted player to be able to do certain things like partying and then step on the pitch and play a game. I had to make sure I prep myself every week. Every week I prep myself to make sure that I perform at my best. And I feel like guys like Rashford, the reason why you're seeing these performances and why he's not prepped, because when he was younger, he weren't out here partying like how he was partying now. He was performing. He was waiting for the weekend to come. He wants to play that game. As soon as you guys gave him this 350k a week now, he don't need to do none of that now. You've paid his life savings now. So now you think he cares whether you man win or you lose? It doesn't matter. So the way I look at it now is that he's not a naturally gifted player. Whereas you could see like maybe old players that were in your team, I'm even trying to think of, that maybe they could do what Rashford's doing and still on the weekend they're going to step on the pitch and they're going to perform. And that's just how it is. So I can't lie. For me, Marcus Rashford, he needs to start getting some security to be able to get rid of these cameras that just keep catching you out every single week, because it's getting ridiculous now, bro. Like you're chilling with DB. What you wanted to drink lean before your game or something? I don't understand what's going on here. But listen, man, Sheik, man, these are your players. And like I always say, long may they continue to be your players. Sheik, I want to see you smile on this on this show right now, because I ain't seen you really, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to see you smile for it, because you know what it is? I love to see my brothers smile. You know, I got love for my new brothers here. It's great to meet new people and stuff. I want to see you smile just for the one time.
Hey, I'll smile when this manager is gone, fam. That's when I'll smile. I'll smile when this manager is gone, fam.
That's when I'll smile. You heard them, man. You heard them, innit? That's what it is, man. This is what it is.
Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We gotta hold this. This is what happens when you don't prepare at the start of the season. This is what happens when you continue to play dead fucking football. This is what happens when you have injury problems at your club because you didn't sign a certain amount of players and just didn't prepare well at the start of the season. So hold that. He can 100%.
Bro, I'm not even hearing the injury arguments, bro. Well, because we've got Shaw, Martinez, and Hoyland out, that means we just fucking crumble to Fulham at home. Just 3 players. It's 3 players we're missing. And all of a sudden we just turn into
they were missing their best player. Missing 2 of their best players in Paulinho and Willian. So you know, you can use the injury argument, but it has to go both ways too. It was missing both of their best players, you know, because you know Paulinho, that bro is a monster. He is a monster in that midfield. So you better be glad he wasn't playing because it could have been worse.
Hey, look, the injury argument for me is this. It's like injuries are part of the game. This happens to everyone.
Yeah, facts.
Injuries happen in crucial title races. Injuries happen for relegation teams who are trying to, you know, get promotion. Injuries happen for teams that are trying to get top 4, right? The thing is, you have to take precaution when it comes to that type of shit. You need to have good squad depth. You need to have players, you know, signed in certain positions, not just start off the season with 1 striker and sell all your defenders and sell some of your quality players and loan them out to other clubs. This is shit you don't do. But hey, don't worry, y'all. Don't worry. We just don't see the bigger picture, fam. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
we're going in the right direction. We just don't see the bigger picture. Where the problem? The problem are the fans. The fans who want this manager gone. Where the problem? Like this is some culture that we're trying to create us that, we want managers sacked after these mediocre performances. 100% I do. The fuck you talking about? Like, there's certain fan bases where there's certain channels and certain people who are going after other channels. And I kind of feel hurt by this too, because I'm a Ten Hag out person. Like, so you want to basically tell me that I'm wrong for wanting change. You want me to continue seeing this dead football for the rest of the season and potentially have another year of this shit. I'm the problem for that, is it? Cool.
Hey, Sheik, let me tell you something for free, my guy. Let me tell you something for free. Most of your fans are still holding on to Sir Alex, bro. They still holding on to him with a death grip, bro. They still holding on to that. So they are all for give him time. Give him time. He may end up like Sir Alex. But this guy doesn't have the CV of Sir Alex. You know what I'm saying? Because before he even came to y'all, he was winning Champions Leagues at Aberdeen, winning titles at Aberdeen. You know what I'm saying? In the Scottish Premiership. So he was already winning stuff before he even came to y'all. This guy, outside of Ajax, you know, which is like is literally like the Bayern Munich of the Dutch league. So it's like, what has he done outside of that? Like, what has he done? But outside of that, but bottle Champions League, because he like they were in a position to win at one point, and they bottled it.
Spurs beat.
You know what I'm saying? You got beat by Spurs. You know what I'm saying? And he comes over to Man United, and let's be real. The first season he was playing Haram football too. You know, he came in to play the Ajax way, but he reneged on his philosophy, because he says, "Oh, I just came here to win football. I didn't come here to play Ajax ball." It's like, what? That's exactly why they brought you here. You're supposed to be playing that silky smooth football, you know, progress the ball, you know, do the little triangles and such, and, you know, do your thing. But no, you playing this Haram ball. You're literally sitting and playing counterattacking ball. You're playing worse Oli ball. You know what I'm saying? Oli was playing better ball than that. You know, and the fact that he doesn't know when to sub or like falling out with all these different players, you know, he stripped the right guy of the captaincy, but he gave it to the wrong guy, the absolute worst guy to give it to, like the rat.
Yeah, man, took the captaincy away from one bum and gave it to another bum. Make that make sense.
An even worse bum, an even bigger bum, because Bruno's a rat. Let's be real. Like he's the kind of guy that'll snitch on his homies. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like he is. I can't stand that guy. He was like the thing that annoys me the most about him, not the fans, not the fans so much that defend him. It's just the fact that this guy just thinks he's that guy. He thinks he's that guy when he's not. Like he's over here trying these De Bruyne passes and they're not coming off on. Like there was, let me see, in the first half, I think he gave, like, out of the 28 times that he gave the ball away, 17 of them came in the first half. He gave the ball away 17 times. And there were like 5 times that were just absolutely shambolic. You know what I'm saying? Like he got it out on the left. What did he do? He just booted it. Like as soon as he gets the ball, it's like playing what hot potato. Just how can I get the ball out as quickly as possible? You know what I'm saying? I don't want the ball. You know what I'm saying? Don't pass it to me. You pass it to me, I'm just boom, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? There's no hold up play with him, you know, and I think the worst thing that y'all could have done was give this guy freedom. You know, he never should have got the freedom that he has, because he's not a number 10. Let's be real. This guy ain't a 10, he's an 8. You know what I'm saying? He's a box to box midfielder, like a very mid box to box midfielder. And I think he wasn't even a midfielder at one point. I think he was a defender, and they just moved him up the midfield because he sucked. You know what I'm saying? Sucks everyone on the pitch, and somehow y'all thought he was good enough to bring him into the team. And he just so happened to get a lot of GA for y'all, you know what I'm saying, the first couple of years. But even then, he was still ass, you know what I'm saying? As a 9, as a 10, as a 12, in the words of Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? Like very, 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 very bad footballer, bro. You know, and the fact that he gave him the captaincy, you know, sat Maguire out for a year. Now he's back to playing him because he was running his mouth. Sending y'all's best left back out on loan, Alvaro Fernandez, you know, sending him out on loan when you know you don't have left backs. Luke Shaw, who's not a left back, he's a center back. Let's be real. That Burger King eating fraud, you know what I'm saying? Every time I see this dude, he's overweight. And that's why he keeps getting injured, because he's overweight. His body can't take the strain of running up and down the pitch, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand why. I don't understand why this guy keeps getting played. I don't know why he keeps getting these contracts, because after he broke his leg, which was a tragic injury, you know what I'm saying? I don't wish that on anybody. But after that, what has he done? What is it? What's the graphic? 10 assists or something like that? 11 assists? Or was it more? And the whole 10 years that he's played, not good enough. Not good enough.
Yeah.
Absolutely trash. Get rid of him. But he's not. They're not going to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this new regime might, but, you know, just giving him the fact that you gave him a new contract means that he's on the books for at least another year or two. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, giving Rashford that big contract, $350K. You know, that's you can't give somebody like him that kind of money, you know, because he's only done that. Maybe he's only had maybe 2 or 3 good seasons at Man United. Like 2 or 3 like solid seasons, and then last year he played out of his skin because he actually had a number 9, which I feel like Weghorst gets a lot of stink when he shouldn't, because he actually did bits for y'all. Like he was the main reason why Rashford was able to score that many goals, because he brought him into play, you know, which is something that Højlund can't do, which is something unfortunately Martial can't do because he's out injured too much. But let me see what else is there. You know, getting what's his name, Reguilon, getting Reguilon, and then, you know, sending them back when you know you needed a left back because you sent the other left back on loan. So it's like, what is this? This is a merry-go-round of left backs, you know.
Seriously.
And then you got Amrabat. You're not playing Amrabat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like what you should do, instead of playing this for Bruno, put in Amrabat as a 6 and then operate with 2 8s, Casemiro and Kobe, and y'all will cook. Because Amrabat ain't got to do too much. He sits right there in front of that defense. Best defensive pairing right now that y'all have due to injuries is Johnny Evans and Rafael Varane. who he said can't play, you know, right center back, but yeah, he plays him right center back because of tactic.
Yeah, it is what it
That's
is,
what he
man.
says.
We hold this. We move. Like, hey, I hope, like I said, I honestly, like, from the bottom of my heart, I don't want us to lose against any team. But I just for my manager stance, I hope we get packed next week, man. Seriously, I really hope we do. I really hope. Of course you do. Of course you wish that, man. Of course you do.
Y'all not though. Y'all
yeah,
not
man.
though. Y'all stinking it out. 1-0 win,
We'll
bro.
see.
1-0 win to Man United. You know?
Hey, we'll see, man. You'll probably see
Me-
Amrabat at left back. You'll probably see Amari Forson start
you
again.
never
You'll
know.
probably
It might
see Anthony,
happen.
if anything, man. You might see it, man.
big up
But yeah.
Anthony.
Shoot, low key, y'all might set up a back three. Anthony might play left wing back.
Come on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I wish
Probably
that.
does. He probably does, bro.
I wish
He
that.
probably does.
BB's a
But yeah,
bit
we'll
sad.
move on. Go on. Any final few thoughts about United and stuff like that? Anything you guys wanna say? Spoopy,
Sure.
De Niro,
Free
Drake
Ahmad. Free Ahmad.
every single time.
Mine is. I think I'll speak for me and De Niro. Next week we are citizens. Big up to being citizens because I need Man City to win this league because I hate Pool and their whole club love fest, and never will I be happy with Arsenal winning this league.
100%.
So next week we are all citizens. You know, big up my bald fraud Pep, and I hope he dunks on your head tops 4-0, so we increase our goal difference. Let's go.
First. Well, speaking of citizens and why these frauds want to be citizens, we move on to Manchester City's title contenders, Arsenal. So Arsenal obviously beat Newcastle 4-1 this week. Impressive performance. They're keeping their momentum going, scoring goals again and again. Still in the league, I will say, because Porto performance, we all know what happened then. 0 shots on target, but yeah, man. Eli, thoughts about the game? Anything that stood out for you? I do want to say I think Jorginho was exceptional against Newcastle that game. He played very, very well. Fucking Bruno Fernandes, you learned something from Jorginho, you fraud. But yeah, man. Because I thought Jorginho playmaking wise was exceptional. He was actually making some great passes into the final third. But Havertz gets a goal as well. We obviously got to praise Havertz real quick. You know, he gets a goal. Did miss a 1v1. He's a fraud as well. You know, he turns up whenever the fuck he wants to, I guess. Crazy first touch still for Havertz. But hey, man, Arsenal move 4-1. Newcastle in the first half, I think I couldn't honestly figure out who was worse. Was it us or was it Newcastle in that first half? But honestly, I think it was us. I still will say it was us because it's Arsenal that they're playing away from home as well. We unfortunately played at home to Fulham. So, but yeah, Eli, floor is yours. Let us know about your thoughts about the game, and then we'll go to everybody else. And we will be closing out pretty soon because I do have to be on somebody else's channel, so we'll keep it a little bit quick. Right after the Arsenal segment, we will get to match predictions for this upcoming week, and that'll be it. But yeah, Eli, floor is yours. Go ahead, bro.
Lego, Mr. Arteta, why oh why do we play like this in the league, but we can't play like this in Champions League? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Why are you reverting back to this controlled football? You know what I'm saying? Like I really want to have an honest man-to-man talk with you, bro, my broski. You know, I just want to know why. Why do we play like this in the league? Like, I'm happy that we play like this in the league, but why can't we translate this to Champions League football? Why can't we do that, sir? Why are we reverting back to this controlled football that we've been playing all year and barely scraping out results instead of just packing these lot, winning it, and then you can play your controlled football? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. In terms of the performance, great performance. I have no complaints with the lineup outside of Trossard starting. I would have preferred Trossard to start because I think he's a better footballer than Havertz by a country mile. Mr. Donkey Kai, I'm gonna need you to sharpen up your touch, my guy. I'm gonna need you to sharpen up your touch because them hooves can't trap the ball for anything. You know what I'm saying? I need you to work on that, my sir, my good sir. And I need you to work on your one-on-ones against the goalkeepers. You know what I'm saying? I need you to make up your mind quicker. Why didn't you just lift it? Only thing you had to do was just lift it a tiny bit over the goalkeeper and boom, that's another goal. You know what I'm saying? But we move. because we all know Arteta's going to die on this. Kai Havertz Hill, whether we like it or not, whether I like it or not, he's going to continue to play him. He's going to continue to find reasons to justify Kai Havertz starting in this team, which I don't think he deserves a start. I don't. Although it was one of his better performances, one of his best performances in an Arsenal shirt, I feel like he still could have done better. But, you know, we move. Saka, great game. Actually, you know, decided to, I think I saw a step over or two finally. You know, he actually bringing out the skills. Applause to you, my brother. Long may it continue. I need you to do more of that. I don't need you to be, you know, doing your little dance on the side where you just continue to roll the ball and then just cut inside. No, I need you to do them step overs. I need you to do some ball rolls. I need you to, you know, add some variety to your game, because we're gonna need that going forward, you know, going forward in the future. Martinelli, unlucky to get taken off. You know, great assist. You know, and I feel like his best position, which is straight down the middle. He's a striker. He's not a left winger. I think everybody and their mom knows it, but Arteta, you know, he like, I feel like all of his best, you know, goal contributions have come when he's making runs down the middle. But apparently, you know, I'm not a tactician, so Arteta knows better than me. So we move on that. Trossard, you know my thoughts on Trossard. Fantastic baller. Came on, did his thing. Wasn't able to really do too much, but you know, he showed glimpses of why he should start in this Arsenal team. See, Jorginho, man of the match performance for sure. Like he broke the lines really well. Passing play was really good. Broke up the play. Just providing ball after ball after ball after ball. I was like, yo, Jorginho, I need more of this from you, sir. Like, you can't play every game because you're an old man and you get winded after 90 minutes. You know, you can't play the next game. You know, recharge settings on FIFA. But you played well, my friend. I'm gonna have to give you applause, even though you ex-Chelsea. I got to give you applause for that. Got to give you plaudits. You know, I'm a fair guy, so I'm gonna give you your praise when it's due. Declan Rice, fantastic, great game. Broke up the play really well. Made some great runs. Just, you know, very, very overshadowed by Jorginho's performance, but he did his thing. You know, did the basics, which is all I ask. Just do the basics. Don't give the ball away. I don't ever want to see what y'all did against Porto ever again, because how can y'all not trap the ball? How can y'all give away the ball? Like, it's just after your first touch, it's going straight to a Porto player. Like, I don't need to see that again. That's traumatizing. Don't do it again. See, Starsky and Hutch at the back. Great performance from them. Best defender in the league right now, in my opinion, Gabriel Magalhaes. Doesn't get his flowers enough. Saliba is a Rolls Royce. Gabriel is just the guy that's just going to get stuck in. I feel like he's been our best defender for like a year and a half now, for the last 18 months. Saliba's been good, but I feel like Gabriel's been just a slight bit better. He's finally, you know, knocked out that bozo gene, and he's been scoring goals for us. I feel like he's got more goals than some of these Man United attackers, you know what I'm saying? Which is unfortunate to say.
For sure.
Kivior, the Kiwi, is finally looking a little right. You know what I'm saying? He played well. He's played well the last few weeks while Zinchenko's been out injured. I still feel like none of these brothers should be at left back. You know what I'm saying? We free my brother Tierney, bring him back, please. Tommy, please get well. I need you back here soon, ASAP. I don't need these brothers playing long term at left back. I need y'all to come back ASAP. Same thing with you, my brother. My newest brother in the team, Urian Timber. I need you back ASAP, brother. Please hear my cry. I need you back ASAP. But kudos to Kivior. Kudos to him. He played well. Same Ben White. He had an up and down game. I don't think he was at his best. He played all right. Raya, not much to do. So, you know, when I'm not talking about Raya, it's been a good game for him. Emil Smith Rowe, unlucky not to score that goal. Very unlucky to not score that goal. Reese Nelson, I feel like he's the most at fault for that consolation goal we gave him because he didn't track the runner. I feel like if he tracks the runner, then we end that game 4-0. But it is what it is. Great performance overall. And hopefully, we should be smacking Sheffield. Hopefully we I think our next game after that, I think it should
Brentford.
be Chelsea if Chelsea lose.
I think it's Brentford.
Is it Brentford?
Mm-hmm. Then it's Chelsea. I could check right now.
Okay, is it?
Brentford after Leeds, and then it's Newcastle.
Yeah.
Brentford after.
Yeah, but
after Sheffield is Brentford, and after that is Chelsea. Yeah, after that it's Chelsea.
All right. Yeah, but in terms of man, we just got to keep winning. Just got to keep winning. Keep your heads down. Just one game after the next. Don't look at the title. Don't be looking like a deer in headlights. You know what I'm saying? I need you to focus one game at a time. Just focus one game at a time. Take it one game at a time, please, broskies. And that's all I got.
Sorry, can I add something to that? I actually second his opinion about focus on one game at a time. Really focus and put a lot of pressure on yourself for the Porto game. Put as much pressure as needed on that Porto game. Put one game at a time. That's the most important game of the season. So put as much pressure on that game. Because if you expect them to come out of that game with no injuries, best of luck. Because you're going to see the stinkiest low block known to man.
I'll see dark arts.
Dark arts. Yeah, dark arts for sure,
we are going to see the most prime Mourinho ball that we haven't seen in a while. We're going to see prime Simeone coming out from Porto right now, okay? So best of luck. You got Pepe to deal with. Man's 41, but he's going to dunk on you guys' head tops if you guys are soft with him. So, put all one game at a time. Put all that pressure on the game, boys. I believe.
Yeah, man. We're also going into a stage of the season where a lot of fans might think performances and all that stuff matter. I think yes, performances to a certain extent do matter, but it's also just about getting the win. Playing that type of scrappy football to just get a win, man. Like that's just what you have to do at this point. And this whole run that we talked about, the run of games that Arsenal have to play. You got Sheffield next, you got Brentford next, and then Chelsea, and then it's the big one, Man City, at Etihad. So definitely a must to win all these games up until then. And we'll see where the title goes from there. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. This whole title race is gonna be nice to see. We'll see, man. We'll see if M. De Niro's prediction stands. Big up to Mike. He says Saka gonna save Arsenal in the second leg against Porto. Could be. Man.
I hope so,
Could be,
bro.
definitely.
I hope so, bro.
We'll see. How he saved England during the penalty shootouts, but
Hey, to be fair, in Saka's defense, Rashford and Sancho should have scored theirs too, and maybe that pressure wouldn't have been on Saka that much. But we move. Yeah. Any final thoughts?
Yeah.
Go on, Yeah. Go on.
Just quickly, I'm just gonna get me as quick as possible. Look, first of all, I want to say about the game. Obviously, Arsenal, well done for your win once again. Obviously, you won 4-1. It's great, beautiful, lovely. The game, that's the free-flowing football we saw from last season. I'll give that one thing that Arteta reverted to, which is something that I think a lot of your fans have been calling on for this season. Mm-hmm. They've wanted to see that free-flowing football because what's the point in changing a plan that was working before that, a plan that almost worked? Really and truly, we know if City weren't there, that plan works. So, and City are just a crazy team. So I feel like that free-flowing football that you guys played, we're starting to see that in the last couple games you've played. But one thing I have realized about Arsenal, which is where I've sussed them out in a way, is that your players, they can't handle when teams come rough. And when I say when teams come rough, I'm talking about the beatings, like we were talking about earlier, the dark arts of the game. Because I've seen it. If you look at Porto, when Porto played you, I think the ball was in play for like 50 minutes or so. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know I wouldn't say I don't think, but I don't know if Arteta can be able to come up with a plan B for this. Obviously, people say the plan B is for the corners now, which the guy who's doing the corner taking for you is actually very good at. I can't lie, like at first I was like, he's fluking it, man, but he's actually doing very well on the corners. But what I'll say is now, say for example, those corners don't work now. You get me? Where are we gonna go from here? Because obviously, if you set up against the team who are well drilled at defending corners, what's gonna happen now? So when we're looking at like the Portos, when you now go to Porto now, who they're gonna really defend, like they can defend. Do you understand what I mean? And it's one of those ones where they're not gonna come out the blocks against you. And if they get one goal against you, that tie is done. There's no way, there's no coming back for Arsenal. If Porto get one goal against you, though, it's done. But I do think as a Arsenal fan should be glad with what they're seeing. I think you do need to take it game by game. But on another note, to take all my seriousness away from it, exactly. So, for example, you don't even have enough defensive cover. This is a perfect comment because if you do take away one of these guys, which could happen, like what happened to Saliba last season, it could be a problem. I don't trust Ben White there. I think Ben White is a good player, but at centre back, I'm not too sure about him. Kirill at centre back, I'm not too sure about him. Gabriel on his own, even though he has actually been the better centre back out of the two, on his own, I don't really know if he's going to be able to hold it down for your club. But what I will say on the other hand is personally, I still believe that downfall is just around the corner, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you, that downfall is just around the corner because what it is with your club, I feel like your club now, like everybody, you always drink the Kool-Aid, get into this hype of we beat you. You've beaten Newcastle, a team who's already been struggling in the past how many games we've seen. You've beaten West Ham, who already been struggling in the past how many games we've seen. And then you've beaten Burnley, and Burnley are just a bad beat that everybody runs through anyways. So at the end of the day, I just think it's one of those ones where the Kool-Aid is getting sipped. I don't think you're sipping it. I think you're slowly sipping it, innit? But you're not fully.
Nah.
I say from the way, obviously, I feel like you're the most level-headed Arsenal fan I've come across. That's what I'll say. But I think a lot of other Arsenal fans, they sip this Kool-Aid now. Because when Arsenal beat somebody, all of a sudden, everybody's meant to change everything they do and say, yeah, up the Arsenal and all these things. And I see Arsenal fans crying. You're crying. Why do you care what we think about you? You're talking about, oh, when Arsenal win, everybody has something to say. Yes, we do, because you guys are scumbags. We don't rate you, bro. This is what it is. We don't want to see you win nothing. Look, like, obviously, I'm from the UK, yeah? I could never stand going to London and seeing a bunch of people just wearing Arsenal shirts on in the ends. I don't want to see that. So at the end of the day, keep crying, keep complaining, focus on your team, focus about what they're doing on the pitch. Don't come here and start talking about why do you guys not rate us? Because you're scumbags. We don't rate you. Like, this is where it is, bro. Like, you got shameless guys, like, I'm not gonna name his name, but you got shameless guys like my man with his bald head, and he's all talking about combined 11s. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is what it is. This is what it is. Man can say whatever. You can do this. I'm not letting that go, bro. Combined 11s is brazy, bro. So, look, like I said, I will be there at the end of the season when Tottenham don't win nothing, like my man at the bottom is commenting, when Tottenham don't win nothing, when Arsenal don't win nothing, when United don't win nothing, and when Chelsea don't win nothing. That is the beautiful season that we're having this season. And you know where it is? Long may it continue, and the Arsenal downfall is around the corner. Thank you.
Hey, the only thing I got to say to that is I've told Flawless this multiple times because he's always like, hey, Eli, you drinking the Kool-Aid yet? I'm like, nah, bro. I won't be fully saying anything with chest until we win all these games and then we beat Man City. Not if, and then we beat Man City. We like that no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If we don't beat Man City, write it off.
Yeah.
Write it off. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because that big blue shark ain't no joke. Pep Guardiola, that bald fraud, he ain't no joke. He is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? So unless we win all those games and then beat Man City, you gonna hear me. You ain't gonna hear nothing from me. none for me. I'm gonna just be happy with the wins, and at the end, if we lose it all, sack them. Sack them. In the words of Northside, sack that filuta puta. You know what I'm saying?
Fairs. All right, cool. We'll go to big up to you, man. AJ.
Big up, AJ. Big up.
Hey, big up, AJ.
Well. Big up to you, bro. Every single time. We'll go to the final segment because I do have to be on Connor's channel real soon. By the way, everyone subscribe if you're watching the diet. Subscribe to CMO Sports. He's a regular on TJ Warren's channel. Subscribe to TJ Warren TV too. I am appearing on his show today, so I gotta wrap this up real quick. But we'll go into the predictions for the game for this game week. We'll start off with let's see. So it's Saturday's fixtures basically, and then we have a couple of Sunday fixtures and Monday as well. But we'll start off with the first one. We're starting over with Chelsea.
Keep track of my predictions.
Yeah, no worries. So we're start off.
No, go ahead.
Chelsea, Brentford versus Chelsea. I'm going with 2-1. I would say 2-0 Brentford. Ivan Toney, do something for me, fam. 2-0 Brentford.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Brentford.
I'll go 1-0.
Fairs. Eli?
Desmond.
Fairs. And Curry P?
I said 2-1 to us, the way they've been playing on losing mostly. So I'll say 2-1 to us.
Yeah, they're currently losing right now to West Ham by only a goal. But
yeah,
cool.
it's 2-1.
Hey, look who scored
Ivan
today
Toney
too.
with the pre-assist.
Okay. Cool. So we'll go up to the next team. By the way, did want to say, I don't know if you guys heard, Everton got another point deduction today. 6-point deduction.
No.
No. They
it's the original one.
It's a 6-point deduction. Yeah. So it went from a 10-point deduction to a 6-point deduction.
Oh, fairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fairs. I thought they got another one. I was like, hey, yo, crazy. What's going on Everton town?
No, definitely. If that happens.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Everton versus West Ham United. I'm going with 2-1 West Ham. And yeah, Mayank made a pretty good point. He says Paqueta's back in the West Ham squad. So
yeah, Paqueta, bro. Paqueta he's a cold brother, bro. I wanted him at Arsenal. I'm so pissed off that that he went to West Ham. But since he's back, I'm saying 2-1 West Ham.
Yep.
2-1 West Ham. Yeah.
Fairs. De Niro.
2-2.
2-2. Cool. Curry P?
2-0 for West Ham.
2-0 for West Ham. Cool. Then we'll go to Fulham versus Brighton. This is my cousin right here. Big up, Polly. Big up. Why does your picture look like it's like a
big up?
Photo? Oh, we move. But yeah. Fulham versus Brighton. I'm going for bro, honestly, I hope Brighton put Fulham in a split. It's personal now with Fulham, I guess. But no, I'm just kidding. Brighton 1-0. That's what I'm gonna go with. Brighton 1-0.
Okay.
And De Niro?
Cheek, first of all, you're in the mud for that statement as well. But I'm gonna go.
No. I was just kidding.
I'm gonna go Brighton 2-0.
Brighton 2-0. Fairs.
2-1 Brighton. 2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Brighton. Fairs.
3-0 Brighton.
Fairs. Curry P?
2-1 Brighton. No more Nigerian Hazard. So.
Cool.
Hey, they got the Ivorian over there. Adingra. Hey, it's personal with between him and Iwobi and Calvin Bassey. It's personal. You know what I'm saying?
Between me and him as well.
Hey, between me and Fulham as well. You know, we move. Next game we go to. This is actually a pretty decent game. We go to Newcastle versus Wolves. Home to Newcastle. Ooh. I'm going for a Desmond actually. Yeah. Yo, Newcastle been shit though, you know, but it's at home, so I'll give him a little bit of slack. You know what? Actually, I changed my prediction. I'm going for 2-1 Wolves. Yeah.
I was about to say that I'm gonna go 3-1 Wolves instead. Then I'll go 3-1 Wolves.
2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle Fairs. Book of Eli.
3-0 Wolves. I see.
Oh yeah,
my boy Pedro
I totally
Neto.
forgot. Yep,
Pedro Neto, baby. He
Gary
getting the
O'Neil
first
masterclass.
assist and a goal. 2
The
assists
Gary
and a
O'Neil
goal for
masterclass,
Pedro.
Yeah.
No.
Fair,
2-0.
fair.
2-0 for Wolves.
2-0 for Wolves. Cool. Then we travel to Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. I'm going for 3-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, 2-0.
Oh, look who's. Go ahead.
I said 2-0 Liverpool. 2-0 Liverpool.
I'll go 3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm also say 3-1 Liverpool.
I'm saying 3-0. I think Salah's going to be back.
Yeah. Pairs. Cool. Then we got De Niro's team. Spurs versus Crystal Palace.
Ooh.
I'm going for
New manager bounce.
New manager bounce indeed. Still think Spurs do the business. I'm going for 2-1 Spurs.
Impossible, man. 3-0 Spurs, man. Come on, man.
2-1 Spurs. I'll go 2-1 Spurs too.
2-1 Spurs. Spurs.
So, is Eze or Elise back?
Don't think so.
Yeah, if they're not back, then yeah, they're getting packed. 3-1 Spurs if no Elise or Eze.
Spurs.
As much as it pains me to say that.
Yeah, 2-0 if Eze and Elise. If Eze and Elise are there, then 3-2 Palace. But if they aren't there, then 2-0 Spurs.
That's funny.
Yeah, because they played y'all hard last time. That's the reason why I'm saying that. They, like y'all barely got out of there with the win. Y'all scraped it with Eze and Elise playing.
Hey, listen, we still
if
did
they're
the
Yeah.
Cool. Then we go to Luton versus Villa. H, I hope you're listening. Hold that, fam. I'm going for 3-1 Luton.
Villa.
Villa.
Wow, 3-1 Luton. Wow.
Is it?
Yeah,
Luton?
I'm going for
Is it
3-1
at
Luton. I'm running my agenda.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Still. Can't lie, but I can't lie. I'm gonna go. What is it at? Is it at Luton?
It's at Luton. Yeah.
Oh, right. There
Yeah,
we go.
I'm gonna go with a little 3-2 Aston Villa. 3-2 Aston Villa.
Fairs.
2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa Fairs.
Desmond.
2-1 Luton.
Cool. Then we move on to Sunday's
They
fixtures.
playing at Luton, man.
Yeah, they're playing at Luton. Yeah. This next fixture is so dead. Burnley versus Bournemouth at home to Burnley. Going for
jeez.
2-0.
You said Bournemouth is at home?
Nah, Burnley at home.
Okay.
Oh, Burnley. Okay.
I don't even think it fucking matters at this point. I'm going for 2-0. 2-0 Bournemouth. Yeah.
As much as I rate Vincent Company and I would love for them to win.
Fuck Vincent Company.
Yeah. Hey, 2-0 Bournemouth as well.
2-0 Bournemouth Fairs. Hey, Rob. Let's go sports.
Pick up, Raj. Pick up. 3-1 Bournemouth.
3-1 Bournemouth Fairs.
2-1 Burnley.
2-1 Burnley Fairs.
2-1 Burnley. Fofana with 2 goals. Let's go.
Okay. Fairs.
And that's the last game. That's the last game, right, Sheik? There's no other game after that.
No, there's another game.
No, there isn't, bro. No, there isn't. I have to show up.
There's 2 more games, actually. There's 2 more games. But yeah, we go to Manchester Derby. I'm going for...
Are y'all playing at home or away?
Away.
Oh, yes.
We already got packed at home, fam. We lost 3-0 at home.
Is Maguire healthy or no?
He's healthy, unfortunately.
Okay.
He's healthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That big old dome of his, bro.
Going for 1-1.
I
don't know who the fuck is going to score, but hey, 1-1.
It was last season that they patched you at home, innit?
And this season.
Nah, last season we beat them at home.
No, they beat you at
their home. Yeah. They put 6 past us last year.
Yeah. So yeah, man's
Holland scored Holland and Foden both scored hat tricks that game. Fucking embarrassing, but it's okay. We moved.
I saw it. Did Anthony score in that game, or was it Sancho that scored?
Yeah, Anthony scored. Martial scored twice. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, man. Listen, obviously, I believe United are gonna try very hard and try to do a job. But yeah, man, 4-0 City, hold that.
Fairs. Spoops.
I'm gonna go 5-0 City. I think it's gonna be a long fucking day, bro. A long day.
Eli.
1-0 Man United. Y'all are gonna stink it out just like y'all did against Liverpool, but this time I feel like y'all are gonna get that goal that eluded y'all against Liverpool. So 1-0 Man United.
Since captain, leader, legend Maguire is healthy, I think 4-0 for City. So
Fairs. Cool. Then the last game of the week, we have Sheffield versus Arsenal. I'm going for 4-0 Arsenal.
Oh, that's a bloodbath.
Yeah, it's going to be a massacre that day.
Yeah, 5-0 Arsenal, man. Sheffield.
Yeah, Sheffield.
I'll go 4-1 Arsenal.
6-0 to the Arsenal. 6-0 to the Arsenal. Kool-Aid. Nah. If we lose to Sheffield, I'm logging off all accounts. Like, I'm gonna show up, but nah, man.
3-0.
We can't be losing to them, bro. We can't be losing to them.
3-0 Arsenal, Curry P. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, with that, we do wrap up today's episode of the Mud Brothers. Great episode. Thank you guys, all you guys, for tuning in. I'm De Niro, Spoopy, Eli, Curry P. Y'all some legends. Curry P, thank you for showing up. You didn't hide today, even though that fraud Will did. You know, I know he's on training and all that stuff, but I'm still going to run that agenda. He was hiding today. But yeah, big up to everybody who was in the chat. I see everyone who's in there currently. Paulavi, my uncle, Raj, AJ. We had Eddie in here. Who else was there? Will, Warrior J, Stephanie. Big up to all y'all. Definitely run up the like, share the videos, watch them back, all that good stuff. And yeah, we will catch you guys next week for episode 5 of the Mud Brothers. It's probably going to be the death of me and Spoopy next week, but we'll leave, man.
Nah, man. Y'all beating them. What you mean? It's 1-0. Y'all going to get a stinky 1-0.
We will be there.
You know what? I appreciate the false hope, Eli, but hey, man, I'm just it's going to be peak. I gotta wake up at 7:30 to watch this
Stinky
shit.
1-0, bro.
Stinky
1-0. Stinky 1-0. Y'all got it. Stinky 1-0, bro. Y'all gonna stink out the joint. Kobe Manu with the dagger, bro.
I fucking hope so.
That's to put in the brim.
There you go. See, I like it, Eli. Let's make it go.
I fucking hope so. But yeah, thank you guys for all tuning in. Any final comments from you guys before I do close out?
Big up to the chat. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to Chic TV. If you haven't already, like the video. Subscribe to Spooby's channel, please. It is what is it? Spooby Man United, right?
MUFC. Yeah, MUFC.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and subscribe to them. And then if y'all would do me the favor of going over to the Twitch and subscribing to _Book of Eli. I do a lot of gaming on that channel. So if y'all want to see more of me, y'all will find me over there.
Yes, sir. Expeditiously. Forthwith. That was the word? Forthwith. Definitely. Expeditiously. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to everyone's channels. But Junaid, I see you, bro. Big up to you, fam.
Big up, Junaid. Big up.
Missing you on clubs, man. Where you at, Junaid? Where you at? But yeah, man. Big up to everyone. Thank you guys for locking in again. And yeah, this has been the 4th episode of Mud Brothers. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And we'll catch y'all next week. Big up.
Bless.